So I was asked, last night while I was streaming, how do I feel about this update? I was asked that a lot, and I told you guys I wanted to wait until I actually got more time on the game, and more so to say, I wanted you guys to watch it in the video form instead of just getting a simple opinion. And I want to say a few things. One, the game doesn't feel too much different, and I'm basing this based off what they've told us, not off of how the game feels. Like, no, it's what they told us versus how the game feels. Now, as far as the blocking stuff, I'm not noticing a big difference from that. Again, I would have to even play more, but my perspective on this game has changed, and it has nothing to do with the game. It's more so about me. I've started training Muay Thai. I've done 4 classes now, and just been studying the art of fighting, like the simple things, foot placement, hip rotations, proper striking, blocking. And I realized this game has flaws, major flaws, that have to be fixed. And I'm not gonna say major, but it's certain things about this game that just like it confuses me. Like that it's not added. For example, you cannot step while blocking. Like, you can't do a block where you're blocking. Let's say you're blocking like this, right? Where you're blocking like this and then stepping. It's more so either block high or block low. Basically, you can't 6-axis block and move. That's a thing. Also, certain things such as leaning will create momentum, right? If we're fighting and I lean like this, I'm gonna create a lot of momentum. So if I come back with this hand right here, I'm moving my shoulder. If I come back with that hand, it's gonna be a lot of power because of how I'm rotating. And in this game, if I do, well, you can't really lean. That's the problem. Like, you can't really lean like that. It's these small leans. And don't get me wrong, no one's probably leaning that deep, but you can't really corkscrew. More so to say, you can't corkscrew in this game when it comes to, head movement and then throw back. So that's something I have an issue with. Another one is footwork. As I've been training footwork, I actually had a class where it was just the whole class was more so about footwork and combinations with the footwork. You realize, dude, you moving around too much, that is very tiring, very taxing on the stamina, bro. And this game, moving around is free. And I'm not saying you should always lose stamina moving around, but excessive movements should require stamina, because you will get tired in real life. You will. You will definitely get tired in real life moving too much. And granted, the cardio is going to play a factor, right? These are professional boxers. Like, I mean, not quote, because they are professional boxers. So they're going to be able to do it much better than me. But it's still taxing, on the stamina, because you don't move this much. That's another thing. But as far as the update in the game, there's positives and there's negatives. I felt like me trying to implement some of the things in real life, like understanding my range, understanding like from here I don't need to be throwing like in range, throwing a jab to the head isn't really gonna do you anything, or a jab cross to the body. Like, nobody goes to the body, right? It's certain things that I picked up on that's helped me have a better understanding of the game. Like combinations, right? Like certain strikes set up certain strikes. I didn't understand certain strikes create the opportunity for others. Like, if you throw a cross, right? If I sit here and I throw a cross, that's gonna set up this rotation. So that's a combination I've been liking to throw, right? The 2-3. And it's real quick. Really quick. And it's helped me out, honestly. It gave me a new like a found joy within the game, or something I can explore. And if you watch me, you know, like my content, or if you're new to watching my channel, I'm big on exploring games and just really figuring out stuff. Even to this day, like I haven't played haven't really played too much UFC lately, but knowing what I know now, trying to implement these things into my matches, right? I think it's gonna help me out. Now, granted, if it doesn't, it's just I'm more so about at the point where I like to just play the game and implement my style into the game, and whether I win or I lose, right? I'm having fun. Try to throw a lead hook. So right there, also something else I know, that's nobody leans back. This it's all about the feet. The upper body sit still. You're gonna get tore up. Doing this in boxing, you're fried. Like no one, like in Undisputed it works so well, but in actual boxing or just fighting, leaning back, like you if you lean back and you do this, like let's say you do this to protect your body, or you're doing this, like it's such an awkward position that you will not see that. It's very awkward. So if you lean back like this, like in Undisputed, all of this, because your arms can't, you can, when you're compact you can be like this, but once you open up all of this, and you would get obliterated with body shots leaning back. And in Undisputed, it's a really good thing to do because you can just evade punches and the body shots don't do enough. Okay. Also, something else I've been trying to do is like a catch and shoot. Right? Catch and shoot, something I've been looking to utilize as well. I don't know what this guy's doing. So like, let's say for example, I'm trying to catch and throw on the same side as possibly as him, because he's gonna leave that hand open. All right, I just ate that and then threw back. Also, in the pocket, I'm attacking his body. My head health is low. Oh, that's my fault. Another big thing, and I keep talking about these big things because they keep happening, right? I'm okay if you want to pull counter, right? If you want to pull back and quickly counter, cool. But like leaning back and staying there, it's just free shots to the body. But anyways, what I was gonna say is getting out of the pocket, just simply backing up. If you're going to get somebody throwing a lot of combination, a lot of punches, just back up. Just back up. You're not forced to sit there. Something I have to realize. That's why this back step is very good. But you can just back up if you can, because sometimes, you know, it does lock you into the animation. Right, nice catch and shoot there. So you can see this, Julio Cesar Chavez is throwing a lot of power shots in the pocket. So I'm not going to throw power shots back because I'm not really looking to land power. I'm going to just attack him to the body so I can consistently get body shots off without spending too much energy. So that's what we're going to do against this guy. And then we're in the pocket. So when you're in the pocket, you know, you just quick. That's what we're going to be looking to do against this guy. Okay, we're down by 1 round. Okay. But yeah, if you guys were looking for an answer as far as the patch, I'd say it's not big. It's not big on the change. I wouldn't say I like it. I wouldn't say I dislike it. It's just not enough. It's not enough for the time that Undisputed has been gone. You know, 6 months. I don't think changing the block, as far as gameplay, changing the block was substantial enough. So you can see here what I'm talking about. He's just throwing power shots. Okay. Throw it to where he's circling. And he's spending more energy than me. And the power shots, while they are good, I don't think they're worth it. That's nice. Okay. Nice hook. Yeah, he just wants to throw power shots. I'm not a fan, and I was saying this on stream. I'm not a fan of the hit stuns. I think they create too many opportunities to your opponent to just basically stun lock you. I think the stuns that you get where you get hit and you, like, don't get me wrong, your head can jerk, but like it's the when you're frozen, and it really messes me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people up when they want to throw back and throw shots because you're just frozen. All right, here we go, round 5. Okay. Also, something that's in Fight Night Champion, where you would move your analog stick a certain way, and you would be able to do like a bob and weave animation. I would like to see that. The head movement hasn't changed, so I can't speak too much about that. So you guys can see here, this guy's just looking to spam them shots to the body. Nice. He's his head off is low. Nice. Try to hit him with some power. Okay. Nice shot. See if we can catch him with the. Okay. Yeah, see. It's getting those what's it calls. Those hit stuns is what messes you up. Okay. Yeah, you can see he's just throwing that power. Nice body shot. And obviously, desync is still an issue. Hit registration is still an issue. If you guys don't know what those things are, desync is basically where you and your opponent are not synced up. The same thing isn't happening at the same time. And hit registration is basically, hit recognition, hit registration, whatever the case may be, whatever form you want to call it, is where I throw a punch and let's just say it just whiffs and morphs to your body when I'm in proper range. And like your hands are down, like we're standing front of, like face to face, and I say I throw a hook, right? I throw a hook, and it just morphs to your face. That is hit registration. It just doesn't register the punch. All right, here we go, round 6. Nice hook. Those power shot. 2 power shots. Looking to work his body. I'm pretty sure his body is weak. That's why he got in loose footwork. See that right there, right? He was just sitting still like a heavy bag, and my body shot did not register. Well, his hook right there didn't register while my hands was down. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Another big issue is punches landing and you're not even close. We call that ghost punches. That's still a thing. Nice. Yeah, I'm just walking them down now. Disrespecting. Nice. And this is just the way of the game. Just think about everyone just power hook heavy. And hook heavy too. And it's cause those stuns, bro. It's those stuns that really mess up the I'll try to catch him. It's the hook, the stuns that really mess you up. All right, what we looking like? He's up by 2 rounds. That's what the judges' scorecard say. See what we can do here. Okay, there goes the power. There goes a nice counter right there. I'm pretty sure that hurt bad. He just moved his analog stick around throwing power shots. You can see he's gassed out. Right? He's completely gassed out, still getting hit stuns. There go more whiff punches. So it makes it hard to walk down these guys. He just stunned me again. And then he just dropped me with a right hand while completely gassed out. That's what I'm talking about. It's just flaws like this in the game, right? While I have my block up, but it was like I wasn't blocking. I have my block up, and I just get flash knocked down. My head health wasn't low or anything. It's just a flash knockdown off of a gassed out fighter still throwing power punches. And it's like, what is the purpose of gassing out when you don't get the punishments of gassing out? Like, I get it, you know, you can still get a knockout gassed out, but it's very unlikely. And just okay. I don't know. Just issues, and that right there was just decent. It's just issues in the game that have to be fixed. And that was just a really good example of it. At the end there, I mean, punches was thrown and no sound was made. And then like after the punch was thrown, the sound was made. It's just small stuff like that have to be fixed, bro. And after this much time with the game being out, I don't think that should have been an issue. I think that should have been fixed. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on the inside or what's going on with the game. All I know is there's issues, glaring issues that need to be fixed, but nonetheless, we here. There we go. Ah, Lee, come on, bro. Get knocked down. That's one knockdown. We need another knockdown now. We need another one. Pretty sure he's gonna get up on this for sure though. Like,
4, 5, 6. Do you still want to fight?
Yeah. We need another knockdown. We need a 10-7 round. Probably a 10-6. How did his body shot just completely stopped my animation? Okay. Nice. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. We lunged, create the opportunity, hit him with a good shot, and we got the knockdown. I want to get another knockdown. Honestly, I'm not sure if I have enough time though.
2, 3, 4.
That's good though. 2 knockdowns in this round.
All right.
I just expect more things to happen in this game. 10 seconds left in the round. All right. Good fight. Gonna see who won. They gave it to him. Unanimous decision. Let's see. Yeah, it's at 10-8. It was at 10-8. I needed a 10-6 because he got that 10-8. And it just a flash knockdown, which sucks, man. Flash knockdown. But it is what it is. Again, this was a glaring issue before the game dropped, during the game drop, and still an issue today. But nonetheless, it is what it is. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you enjoyed any parts, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, turn notifications. I'll catch you boys and girls in the next one. All right? See ya.